What's going on, everybody? I'm Squirgo Joe here with DeFi Shaun and Mr. Pixels, and welcome to Infinaeon Friday. Guys, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, comment down below if you're watching on YouTube afterwards. If you're on Twitter, go ahead and hit the follow button. Real simple. And if you're on Twitch, hit the follow button as well.
What up, everyone? Another Infinaeon Friday rolling around again. I'm sure everybody's sick of looking at my face. Probably even more sick of looking at Sean's from the week.
I was about to say, they're sick of looking at your face. They're definitely sick of looking at mine. But yeah, guys, what's going on? It's heck of a week. Week one numbers are in. We've kind of already went over it. Episode 1, 2, and 3 have probably at this point over 20,000 views the first week. With that being said, I mean, that blows my YouTube channel, Joe, all of our YouTube channels, almost everyone's YouTube channels out of the water. So we are getting our advertisement packages together. I'm going to start sharing it with like a lot of the agencies and stuff that bring me paid YouTube subscriptions for my Crypto on Calls channel. So we'll be doing that, obviously, with paid sponsorships. We can become with tons more of excitement. Obviously, it creates revenue for the Infinion ecosystem, but it also allows us to up our prizes and just do different fun things like that. Have competitions, do buy burns of the Moon or Dust token, like just all kinds of fun stuff that we can do. So very excited about that.
And do special events. Don't forget,
events,
you know, Halloween events, maybe Christmas events or something, you know, outside of the regular, you know, broadcasting schedule. So, you know, with growth.
Yeah, wildly successful first week numbers. Second week was just as good. Episodes were just as exciting, if not more. With
oh my God, so good.
Merc representative actually picking the Dust wallet on Wednesday's episode, which, again, there's only a 1 in 26 shot of picking the Dust or picking the Moon wallet for that matter. So
spoiler alert.
Pick the Dust, yeah. Spoiler alert for some clips that we're going to be watching later on. Also, let me touch on some Infinion news. We did it last night. I was waiting for Infinion Friday. So the USDC pool finally unlocked. So we were able to pull that LP, which we'll be adding to the ETH LP slowly over the next couple of days. So you'll start seeing a lot of buys come in. So that is what that is. So for those that don't remember when we launched Infinion, when Mark and Matt launched it, it automatically defaulted for whatever reason to a V4 pool. And Dex Tools at that point in time wasn't showing that pool. So that's why we created also a V3 pool with the ETH so that it would show on Dex Tools. So we've actually been stuck with freaking 2 LPs on ETH these last 6 months actually. So yeah, that'd be 6 months since Infinion launched. So now that it finally unlocked, we're now able to consolidate into one pool. So now we'll start seeing a lot better price movement when people buy and stuff like that, because we don't have to have the arbitrage between the 2 ETH pools. So that will be getting set up over the next couple of days. So again, you'll see a lot of the buys coming in for that. I think that's all for Infinion news. Am I missing anything? I think that was all the big things that happened with Infinion this week.
Yeah, I believe so. I think everything is chugging along nicely with the wallet itself, right? In the App Store. That's just
doing fine.
Yep. Sweet.
Everything's going good. I mean, in Moon or Dust, I mean, we knew we were onto something when we launched it, but like we didn't know we were onto this. Like it's the excitement for it's next level. What everyone's thinking about it when you present it to people. Again, the viewership blew me out of the water. I was not expecting 20,000 views across all of our platforms the first week, which is obviously awesome. Because, we want to start actually getting that show producing money so that we can do a lot of stuff. Like everyone talks about, imagine when we do a $5,000 prize or $10,000 prize and we can keep up in that ante via the sponsorships and different things like that. So hopefully exciting times ahead for Moon or Dust, by extension, Lunar Pump and all that stuff. So, yeah, exciting. And, of course, we do have some clips going. I'm not sure if we shared them on X yet, but we're definitely going to be sharing them here. And if we have
2 of them.
X, we will. I made a YouTube video a little while ago on my channel showing the first week's primetime winner winning 820 out of the 1,000, and then the second primetime winner getting the Dust wallet. And Merc was the one capable of getting that Moon wallet because I pretty much knew going into it he was going to go all the way, no matter what. He didn't tell me he was, but I pretty much knew. So yeah, everything going good.
Yeah, Joe, what gives, bro?
Just been running around. It's been crazy. The holiday season has been wild. Just been running around trying to get everything sorted out. From being sick, to the family being sick. You know, it's that kind of season where everyone's getting, one person gets sick, so I gotta play Mr. Mom, and then everyone else gets sick, and then I get sick, and it's like, so it's just it's running around as always. It's been crazy. It's been a lot of hectic, like I said, behind the scenes, just trying to get things done. But yeah.
Hey, you all set for Halloween, boys? I meant to ask you that. You all set for Halloween? Have you done anything yet, or?
I don't really do anything. My wife and
kids
go. They do Halloween, and I'll go with them, and I'll just sit there and I'll be on my phone the whole time. And then my kids will go be excited, and my wife's like I'll take a picture here and there, and I'll be like, if you need me, I'm right here. I don't like
you bastard.
What it is, Halloween's for the kids. So I'm sitting there. I'll cherry pick like the other day. My daughter brought home some candy, and I was like, all right, let me get a little tax on that. And I grabbed the
dad tax.
Oh yeah, what's the yellow ones? The taffy, yellow taffy. Oh, I said that's all mine. That,
Dude, I'm doing the opposite. I'm trading them. I'm trying to like get them to not eat the candy. So then like we'll trade them something like monster trucks or something. Like we'll do a shop, a store after, and it's like, all right, well you can trade that one over there for this toy or that toy. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing with our guys. How about you, Sean? You dressing up this year? You take the kids out?
I didn't buy. I know last year I was Mario and Luigi with my son. I didn't buy anything yet this year. My wife, of course, has costumes.
Please,
for
I gotta see pictures of you as Mario. Are you Mario or were you Luigi?
No, I was Mario. Yeah, it had like a big old stomach and everything.
Bro, we gotta see it.
I didn't get one for me yet this year. My wife, of course, we're going to like different Halloween events. So my wife has like, of course, the kids have to have a different costume for every event. So we can't have just one costume, so they're being everything from Super Kitties to Garfield to Mario to whatever they want to be, a Ninja Turtle, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, we went to this thing and I went as Dogman. Anybody familiar with Dogman?
Yep. If you have kids, you're probably familiar with Dogman. Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't that familiar, but I ended up as Dogman. Funny story, but yeah, bloody flu. Yeah, it's everywhere, bro. It's everywhere.
Oh yeah, especially again, you have kids. We spent about 3 weeks straight sick in my house between the flu and strep and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. We're waiting for it over here. Hope it doesn't come. Hope it never comes. But yeah, to touch on some other stuff, guys, as well. Are you running the Lunar Pump chat over there, Sean, at the moment?
I'm on the Lunar Pump chat, yeah.
You're on Lunar Pump. Which one is Lunar Pump Live?
Yeah, it's the Lunar Pump Live channel. I actually shared it in the Lunar Dust room because someone was asking. I think Billy Gates was asking.
All right, yeah. Let's let everybody know. You can go to lunarpump.fun, guys, and you'll see the live streams up on the top left over there. You can get over there.
Share it in the Infinaeon room as well.
Awesome. Yep. Yeah. Set up your account over there. Connect your wallet. We are, of course, that's the whole reason. That's all what the idea behind Moon or Dust is using it as the marketing tool for Lunar Pump. Ultimately, and you buy, ultimately Infinion. Then on top of that, it's like that trickle down effect that it's going to bring. But it is a great tool, like Sean said. Like the reception so far has been amazing. So we do encourage anybody that's watching, wherever you're watching from, YouTube, Twitch, X. We're streaming across a lot. If you haven't already, go over there, connect your wallet. We always encourage setting up a new wallet as well, if you are. So just make your own Lunar Pump wallet or whatever you want to call it, Moon or Dust wallet, and just connect it up, create your profile in there, and get in the chat. You'll see it over there. Lunar Pump Live. Sean's dropped the links around there. And that's one of the big features we're pushing is the live streaming, where you can tip the streamer. Where you can tip us today if you like, right? With Lunar Pump Live token or Solana, if you want. Over there, you can do that. And a big play is that the streamer can actually reward the audience members, and that's what Moon or Dust kind of does, especially with the audience edition that we run every week. It's where it's heavily focused on the audience, so we'll talk about the token itself. We'll talk about just things that are going on in the community. We'll have some community members up to play live once they're in chat, and the idea is just to have the maximum audience engagement. And this was the first week that we just kind of had the new format where we had 3 participants play for $100 top wallet each. We're actually going to cut that back to 2 participants.
Episode was just a little bit too long. The longer the episodes, the more viewership people tend to lose interest. So we're going to cut it back to 2 for the sake of time.
Yeah, and we want to also, sew in there a little bit of just highlighting some funny community content that's coming out that's been made with AI. There's some really funny stuff coming out. So we want to do a little bit of that, make it a super community engagement one. So let's that's our perfect segue to the first clip from that show.
Let's watch some clips.
All right, let's check it out. Anybody that missed it, spoiler alert if you haven't watched the episodes or you do plan on going back watching any of these episodes. These are the final clips and what the results were, so you have been warned. But this was our first one. I think this is the Bitzel family. This is actually a great clip. I like
Little Bitzel, Mr. Bitzel, and Little Bitzel.
All right, check it out.
Now, before the final whale call, we are going to go ahead and open up one more wallet. So let's go ahead and open up that wallet.
3.
All right, wallet 3. 75. See, knocked out the middle one. So let's go ahead and see what Dominic's going to have to say about that. Is he going up? Is he going down? Dominic, let us know.
Listen, Mr. Bitzel, in the late phase of the game, this is where winners separate from dreamers. Accept my offer of $85.
All right, Mr. Bitzel, we only have 2 wallets left. They're holding 100 or they're holding 50. So Dominic, unlike Magnus probably would do in this scenario, gave you a extremely fair offer. So are you going to decline this and take an opportunity to potentially moon? Or are we going to go ahead and take the safe bet of the $85? Let's go ahead. You have 38 seconds. Are you going to moon or dust?
Sure, during the practice rounds, I would have pushed this to the end and went for it all the way, but we are going to moon that offer.
Dominic, we have a moon.
Congratulations, you've clinched the deal like a true ace. Enjoy that payoff and savor the victory. See you on the other side.
Yeah, Magnus is probably like, damn, Shaun's hating on me for no reason, just throwing my name in there.
Right.
They were probably debating it at dinner because I think a little bit. So I think he wanted to go for it.
You wanted to go for it. He definitely did.
Yeah, he wanted to go for the $100 wallet. But Mr. Bitzel said, nope, we're taking the 85, which was the smart play. But yeah, the exciting one. The one with Merc was even better, obviously, because of the outcome.
Yeah, it's coming.
And that was a good one.
Yeah, it really was. Joe, what do you think of that? Father and son winning $85. What did they do with it? I don't know. We got to find out. Mr. Bissell, what you do with all that cash, bro? How'd you split it in the end? What you think, Joe?
Yeah, it's really cool to see that. It's really cool to see everybody, people get involved and whatnot in the show and seeing everybody. Because, I mean, it gets you excited, to see what happens, Like, everything's like a door. And the minute it opens up, you don't know what it could be. And I think that's the most exciting part about the show.
Yeah, absolutely. And that brings us to our other participant for the audience participation round. I think I do have one more clip that I need to do. I think I missed a clip somewhere. I don't know. Was it Titan? We had 3 on. Was Titan one of them or Adam? Maybe it was Adam. Should have got to get that.
Adam, I think was one. Why am I forgetting? We missed a bit.
Yeah, we had the gym picker, Mr. Bitzel and son, and then it was someone. I thought it was Titan, but yeah, let's check this one. I think this is the gym picker one, but yeah, let's check it out. And I think he was being a dick. What do you call it?
Who's that? Magnus?
Magnus was being a dick in this one, I believe.
Yeah, Magnus is always being a dick. So we have $1 on the table with $1 in one case and 20 in another. Gym picker, are we gonna moon or are we gonna dust? You have 46 seconds.
I got no choice but to dust.
All right, Dominic.
You're dancing with the devil, buddy. This is a crazy gamble at the end game. Let's see if luck's on your side.
All right, Gym picker. We're down to the final moment. You have your chosen wallet of 5, and you also have wallet 6, but you do have an opportunity to switch it out. So Is 5 the chosen wallet holding the 20, or do you want to switch it out because you possibly think it's wallet 6? Of course, the decision's yours. Let's go ahead and make it.
I guess I'll stick with the chosen one.
All right, making it down to our final wallet. Go ahead and see what's behind wallet number 5.
Yes.
Ooh, congrats. It is 20. Awesome. So $20 out of 100. Overall, not bad. The alternative could have been $1. So all things considered, Jim Picker, how you feeling?
Pretty good. I wish I didn't pick everything good, but
Yeah, that's it. You don't want to be picking all the heavy ones. And just for anybody that's watching too, that is they are shorter rounds. They're 12 wallets with $100 in the top wallet. Usually the traditional games, the bigger, the microcap edition and the primetime edition are 26 wallets. The primetime edition has $1,000 top wallet, and the microcap edition is $250 top wallet in it. So that's why you're seeing those smaller numbers at the bottom, because 100 is the top dog. And oh my god, shit, Adam, bro, I'm so sorry. I think I overlooked one clip. I overlooked Adam's clip when I was making the clips, so I don't have it, but I'm gonna play it on the next show. Play it on Moon Monday. And we'll
I remember. I remember that was Jim Picker. Yeah, and then Adam. That's who it was.
Adam was the other one. Yeah, he's saying it there in the chat or in the Lunar Pump chat. Yeah, sorry, bro. I don't have it ready for today. All right, I'm a terrible person. But I will get it. I do know. I'm almost certain though you did post a clip of it to yourself. Maybe we repost that from the Lunar Pump as well, just a retweet or something. But yeah, another nice one there, Jim Picker. At least, hey, walking away $20. You know, as we would say back home, better than a poke in the eye with a blunt stick.
Hey, 20% of the prize pool, so not bad. I mean, it's not like we was playing for 1,000, so overall not bad.
Yeah, exactly. It was all good. Then let's move on to our microcap episode, which was Degenville. Hardcore Degen audience over there. He loved it. That was great to to hear. I know you were talking to him after the fact too, Sean, in DMs or whatnot. But he's a potential. He might be a potential even sponsor for the show and things like that. So awesome. Let's check out the audience episode or the microcap episode from Thursday, and then we will watch the humdinger, our boy Merc, diamond handing the dust one.
All right, go ahead and get that final whale call. So it's gonna be the last call. Magnus is making that offer, and let's see what he has to say.
Listen, my friend, sometimes embracing a modest gain ensures longevity for Degenville's legacy. Therefore, my offer is $5.
All right, Magnus, doing the same, kind of forcing your hand right here. He's offering you 5, but you still have 50 or 70 left on the board. So, with that being said, are we going to moon or dust?
It's at the dust. At the dust.
All right, Magnus. Of course, he's going to dust it.
You choose risk over certainty. Perhaps Degenville rewards the bold. I hope this gamble is worth the trouble.
All right, James, we're down to our final 2 wallets. So at the start of the game, you did pick wallet 1 as your chosen wallet, but wallet 10 is also still on the board. One is holding 50 and one is holding 7. Now you do have an opportunity to swap out the wallets. So are we going to keep wallet number 1 as your chosen wallet, or do we want to swap it out for wallet 10?
No, we're ride or die, baby.
All right, number 1, the ride or die wallet. All right, Mr. Pixel, let us know what's hiding behind wallet number 1.
Oh, there we go.
All right, congratulations, James. All right, overall, not terrible. Out of a total $250 prize, you guys did win $50.
Right?
Nice. It's and then Merc's the last one.
Yeah, Merc's gonna be the last one.
When I was talking privately with Merc, he was so adamant that he knew his number and it was going to be the Moon wallet. I even asked Mr. Pixel, I'm like, there's literally no way that anyone can see these wallets, right? Because we don't even know what they are. And he's like, impossible, no one can see it. He was just that adamant that he was picking the Moon wallet. So I was like, huh. That's it's just in my mind kind of fishy that he's so adamant. Sure
Yeah,
enough,
right.
that's not the case because he picked the dust wallet. So like I kind of wanted to give some like backstory like behind the scenes where he was just so adamant that he knew what wallet was the Moon wallet and that was his wallet. I was like, hey guys, like it is impossible, right? No, there's anywhere that anyone can find this, right? And like we got to seal it up pretty good. It's impossible for anyone to find out. Again, we don't even know. But
exactly.
yeah, it was just funny that it was the dust wallet he picked.
We'll show you this here in a second, guys. But yeah, he's good sport, great sport about it. Captain B&B coming on. So I think it was kind of great too in a way because, you know, like I said, we're going to be running these XED. So I got 2 great highlight reels. It was a pity. I wish Eddie had been on camera for that, but hey, whatever. That would have been better. Maybe I can put some AI dude in there celebrating. But yeah, so got that great big win that Shaun showed on his clip, or the video he made today, and so we got that big win, and then we got, you know, the clip we're about to show you guys here in a moment as well. So it's going to be great for creating that XAD that I needed. It's all genuine. But yeah, without further ado, let's watch our boy Merc make Moon or Dust history in his first attempt.
Let's go with 19.
All right, wallet 19. What are you hiding? 150.
Of course.
Whoa. All right, guys, that means Merc is going to be playing for 300 or 0, a true Moon or Dust scenario that we have. And Magnus, are you going to give Merc any kind of break, or are you going to force him to play for that 0 or 300? Magnus, make that up.
Listen, my friend, with one prize left and dreams of uplifting Captain B&B, consider the wise choice presented before you. My offer is $195.
All right, Merc, chat. Magnus is offering you to walk away with $195 right now. The alternative is either 300 or 0. So very fair offer right here, Merc. In chat, you do have 48 seconds to consult with anyone from Captain B&B or the chat. So go ahead and take that time. And when you're ready, let us know if you're going to Moon or Dust. You have 40 seconds.
As a true Captain B&B community member, we're going to diamond hand our original pick. And yeah, we're happy with that. Let's go with 13. We'll keep it 13.
All right. So we're going to dust it. All right, Magnus.
You've chosen risk over certainty. One hopes Captain B&B rewards your boldness. Until next time, stay safe.
All right, Merc, I pretty much know what we're doing, just so everyone knows how the game is played. In spite of not liking Magnus, you have chosen Wallet 13, but he does give you the option to switch it out if you want. So do you want to swap 13 out for 17, or are we keeping 13 as the chosen wallet?
13. 13's the wallet.
Ooh, I'm nervous for you, Merc. All right.
Remember.
Mr. Pixel, let us know what's behind Wallet 13.
Let's go, Pixel.
Dust wallet.
What? Are you
Merc.
kidding me?
Dude, this might be the wildest game we ever. Should have took the 195.
Killer. But
He
hey,
was
when
right, though. 13 was the answer. 13 was totally the answer.
he
That's
diamond
funny.
handed that bad boy all the way to the end, dude. Merc. Respect, bro. Respect. Good sport. And
Yeah,
hey,
that was
like
a
I
good
said, it
one.
opens up the door for Captain B&B to come back on down the line. You know. So.
Yeah, we'll definitely have them back. They have a great community. I think now that they know what it is, I think that they'll be even more excited for the next one. Because again, everyone knows when we're sharing this, everyone is so skeptical. You know, a lot of these communities, you even mention something else, you're instantly banned. It's just how the space is. So yeah, as we keep growing and everyone keeps realizing what we are, you know, people stop doing stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's why we encourage anybody too that is in the community. You know, if you are holding a bag of it and you're doing some bag work or anything like that, or you're shilling somewhere, you don't need to shill any tokens, right? You know, just go. We want to just bring communities to the show, and we want to have a nice, fun, entertaining environment there to greet them, so that those that will be gravitated towards it, they'll find the token ultimately. If that's what you're doing, if that's your goal, then, you know, they'll find the token. It's a better strategy, just, you know, and again, like Shaun said, as we grow here and as we keep doing more and more episodes, our viewership increases. It's going to get a lot easier to do that. And those clips you just watched, we post those from the main account, so anybody who's watching, go interact with those, comment on them. Let's beat the algorithm. That's like the best marketing we can do, is pumping out those clips to all everybody throughout the space, as many places as possible. And like Shaun said, we're working on some sponsorship stuff at the moment as well, to be able to bring some revenue back in as well, and be able to again grow in that regard too, right? Up wallets, up prizes, up show amounts, even doing special events like we said. So doing all that and bringing eyes to the Lunar Pump platform, that also has been Strixie's been telling us as well, like traffic has increased a lot. Do we have any details on that? But like, as far as I'm aware,
yeah, we should be getting. I mean, we're working. I don't think it's up yet. It should be. Someone just mentioned the chat's a little slow again. By next week, we should have our own dedicated server up. We were not expecting. We thought we can operate on his. I mean, as much as we were prepping, we were not expecting this much traffic. So yeah, we're already having an update to our own server. So next week, it's paid for, it's done. It's just a matter of him migrating it, which I know he started. So by next week, we should be good on our own server. No one else is on the server that we're on, and we'll be good to go, which is a good thing. I mean, the fact that within a week, 2 weeks, we're already having to upgrade the server, because again, that many people, like I know the Wednesday episode in particular, man, that chat was flying, especially when we did like trivia and stuff. Like it's again, Moon and Dust is doing its thing. Not only that, but it looks like it's going to be a good revenue producer for us. So yeah, it's a great thing.
Yeah, bringing people over to the platform, trading on the platform by using this tool. It's just going to benefit everything. And I don't think I haven't seen anything else out there like it. All built from scratch in the last month, you could say, pretty much. Less, shorter. Well, the game show, I guess, 2-3 weeks. It's been built out. So again, as well, shout out to Adam in the background. He is cranking it, working on that thing. And he is really, really like fine tuning the whales as much as possible. He's been doing a ton of that this week. So next week's whales should be a lot more intelligent, let's say, a lot more smarter when it comes to the AI that's used on them regarding their betting or their offers and things like that, right? We've had a few instances where they've offered a little lower than the wallet, and we know they're inclined to do that sometimes, but we're trying to tweak it a little bit so it doesn't happen as often. We felt that's happening a little too often, so they're much more smarter now. And if anybody hasn't been following along, or you're a newbie, we've been building this whole thing out with the community from the very start. Like the very, very first early prototype of the game, we ran shows with members of the community. It was a lot of fun. Brought them up, testing it out, doing some, it was garbage early on, but like we did a lot of testing, so it's been good fun. So anybody that has been following along, that's a kind of update on that, kind of where it's at as far as the development of the game itself. And we're making some other tweaks too, where we're going to move the real estate around a little bit, so that when you are presented with an offer, we want to make sure you can still see all the cases that are available to you. Right now Shaun is calling them out, so we're going to adjust that. That should be adjusted by the next show, I believe. Adam, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's not a ridiculously hard. And also, what a lot of people were saying, they were laughing at when Merc hit that dust wallet. It was like moon and all the confetti and everything, and it was like,
yeah, because I believe in testing and everything. There's been nothing. So
yeah,
like there's been no one hitting it.
Yeah,
like an actual dust wallet.
Yeah, definitely off for the final wallet. It was the first. But yeah, it was fun. So yeah, things like that, just little things like that, where we're adding and tweaking. Obviously, we're still kind of soft launching this. It's still in the early beta stages, but it's getting pretty close. It's getting really close to the point where we're really going to start driving these X ads again. We want to make sure before we pull the trigger and waste any ammunition that, like we've been saying it, I know it takes a minute, but it's the smart play is to make sure that when people come to the platform, it's where it needs to be. The game shows also where it needs to be. Our production, we're all getting more used to this too. So like that's raising as well. Shaun, you can see, I'm sure you can see the first week he was super nervous. But this week, massive difference in Shaun's demeanor behind the scenes, because a lot of that stemmed from the software breaking down or not being able to get to the next wallet or something, and we have a glitch, and it's like shit.
Oh yeah, week one and day one in particular, episode 1, I was definitely nervous with us having to migrate everything. I was like literally holding my breath the whole episode.
Yeah, I didn't know who's more nervous, you or Drew, for that episode.
Well, I was definitely more nervous.
Funny, but yeah, so yeah, and that's all improving as well. So like, just think of where we're going to be in another week, in another 2 weeks, like, because this is increasing pretty rapidly. Like our numbers are growing rapidly, interest is growing rapidly, and it just adds more credibility the more we do every week, and the community is going to grow as well. So anybody that is watching, you want to like have a chance to play, I guess we could bring that up and just show people how you can do that. Moonerdust.fun. That is it. I think I added a banner too for moonerdust.fun. There it is. Okay, that's the website that anybody can go to, and I'll show you what that looks like right now. Here it is. And this shows all the episodes. The latest one is going to be added there. It's going to be updated to be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 down the line. Makes more sense. But yes, if you do want to become a contestant, or you have a community that wants to participate in the primetime edition, again, looking for like higher market caps for that, and then you have the micro cap edition on the Thursday, and then you have the audience edition. But if you want to play in either the primetime or the micro cap edition, just go to the website that's up on your screen right there, mooner-or-dust.fun, and click on become a contestant right here. There's a form that you need to fill out. It just asks you some basic stuff: your name, the website, the X account, the Telegram account, contract address for the token, your current market cap, the name of the person submitting the actual form themselves, what their X handle is, and how they're affiliated with the project, and then why should your project be selected for the Moon or Dust show. And then also what will happen then is you will be given a one-time code that you will need to DM to the main Moon or Dust X account from the main project account that you are representing, just to confirm that it is all legit. So that's how you would do that, microcap or primetime edition. And if you want to understand a little more about how it works, you can just click this over here, and we have a lovely little deck right here that look at Shaun. Look at him looking so dapper there. And it tells you all about the game, how it's played, how it all works, each show, and yeah, just gives a nice little overview of the whole thing. For anybody that needs to understand it a little more, know what you're getting into. And of course, we'll have all the clips too that people can watch down the bottom, so you really get a good understanding of everything. And it's easy money, it's free money. If you want to sign up, you get picked. You know what I mean? And it's great exposure.
Imagine being able to tip your favorite lives.
And it's great exposure for, not just your project, but it also benefits us massively over on our end here with the whole mission that we're on and what we're trying. Yeah, and then if you want to, of course, participate in the audience edition, you just go up on the chat when it starts on lunarpump.fun, and you can go over there right now and connect your wallet and just show up in the chat over there, lunarpump.fun. Here it is. This is the live chat here right now. Oh, let me show this actually. That is not showing. Here it is. Lunarpump.fun. There's our live chat right now as we speak. So yeah, go on over there, set up your account, connect your wallet. It's good to set up a fresh wallet like we always. It's good practice. But up here, then once you do connect that, you can edit your profile right here. Just click on edit profile right there, and you can drag and drop your image, bio, your name, save it, and off you pop. Back to the chat, and you should be all good to go. And once you're in there, obviously the massive feature that we are always trying to push and use to gain some market share for Lunar Pump right now is highlighting participants, being able to reward them as a streamer, and being able to get tipped as a streamer by people in the audience directly into their account. You can do it right there. Tips all, tip Lunar Pump Live token, and just send it on over. Pops up right in the chat. Sign your contracts, boom, right into their wallet in real time. And you'll be able to see it live on chain. So it's a pretty awesome feature, and this is soon going to be opened up to any streamers. You won't have to be specifically associated with a token. You won't have to launch a token to be able to utilize this feature very soon. That's a big thing that we're going to be adding to the platform. And also another big thing we're going to be adding is the ability for any project to be able to migrate over. As long as they hold that master wallet that set it up, they could migrate their token over here and be able to buy and trade it on this homepage. Obviously, we've got a nice terminal here after bonding. This all still works. Took all the best features that we found from audience feedback and stuff. A lot of people use Axiom and stuff, so they got some good features over there. All this is editable, buying and selling your initial. It's all set up there during the bond and after bond. You can just live here on this homepage, and this can be it's a great place for your project to kind of and your crew to hang out. Right, you just run your live stream via YouTube or Twitch or Kick, and it's as simple as dropping in a URL link on the back end. You as the developer or the creator of the token, that's all you got to do, and you can stream to both places. You don't need some extra streaming software to be able to do that. So if you're monetized over on YouTube, you can still be streaming over there, and you can come over here and benefit from the tipping, the rewarding, and all that other kind of stuff. So it's a great little way for us to be able to do it. That again, it's a great place for your community to hang out. But yeah, enough from me. I just want to let everybody know what it is, how they can get involved if they want to get set up for next week's shows or any shows for that matter, or even launch a token yourself. Because man, it's a beautiful platform. Look at that, gorgeous.
Oh, that it is, no doubt.
And there's all your live streams over here, right here, current live streams that are ongoing, and these are all the tokens that are closest to bonding right now. King of the Galaxy. And there's actually a Queen of the Galaxy right now, Honey Rose. Shout out to you guys.
Yep, Queen of the Galaxy. Yep.
Thank you guys for that. But yeah, I mean, what do you think, Joe? What do you think? Are you excited for moving forward here as for Lunar Pump, for Moon or Dust? How are you feeling? And we know we're cooking a game show for Joe too. He's going to be doing one too, I believe. Is that right, Joe?
Yeah, no, it looks all great. It looks, it is too. It's adding something that DeFi definitely doesn't have, but I feel like DeFi doesn't know what's missing. I mean, the ability to have people join in on a game show like that, it's just fun, exciting. It's something that I think, like I said, I think a lot of people don't realize that DeFi, because DeFi is always serious, or it's always just everyone needs to make money, or it's always like it's all in the air right now, and a game show adds like that bit of comfort and joy, and the ability for you guys to get involved is the coolest thing about these game shows. It's for you to get involved, for you to have some fun and potentially make money, and for everyone else watching, for them maybe to be the next guest. So I like this a lot. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, it beats the hell out of an AMA, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, game shows are they're just rating juggernauts. Like, there's a reason why you see so many episodes of game shows on like primetime television, because they pull in the rating. People love game shows, always have. I mean, it was probably like your kind of original type, like live or reality type TV back in the day. I mean, they've been doing them since like the 60s or 70s. They've been doing game shows. Like, it's just everyone loves them.
Man, there was some good game shows out there back in the day, the early ones.
Oh, 100% there were.
Buddy, what was your favorite game show growing up? I want to see in the chat. Let us know. We got some questions coming in. Let's have a look at this, Sean. Is there an update on fixing the bits rewards contract?
That's a question for Matt. I mean, I'm not the dev. I mean, if it's about gas fees, I'm not sure the way around that. But yeah, that's for Matt and the blockchain team. Surprised Matt's never gotten back to him on that. But yeah, that's a question we need to get to Matt.
Yeah, thanks, Mustafa. We'll tag Matt in main chat there and see if he can weigh in on it and give us an update on that. Appreciate you, brother. This is another one. Should we add the ability for audience members to tip specific unopened cases? So when a contestant removes that case from the board, they receive the corresponding tip. That's kind of a cool idea.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. That reminds me of something.
There would be, I mean, there'd be a little bit of work in that because you're talking about, you know, every wallet literally being an actual, like, wallet connected to the chain specifically. Right now, it's just a UI interface that simulates it, but it's like each wallet you see on the screen is not an actual real wallet. It's just a representation. But we have talked about it. We have talked about, you know, what if that was the case? I mean, obviously that's a lot more development involved in when you're doing something like that. But yeah, we did think about that. I do kind of like the idea that each person could like tip a wallet, you know, and then as the person opened the wallet, there would be a tip attached, right? And
it's like, oh, you got the $500. You accidentally hit the $500 wallet, but it was a dollar tip.
yeah, exactly, right. So I was like, oh, you got a tip out of this wallet. Someone tipped this wallet for you. So when they open it, they get that's off the board, but you also got yourself a tip, you know.
And I had another idea that Taz from
nice
one
idea.
Of the
I like that
members,
idea.
Yeah, there's another idea he DM'd me, which is actually a good idea. It would be something the way we could potentially grow like a huge pot that doesn't put all the pressure on Moon or Dust Fund, and especially right now. So essentially, what he said was, we do a weekly lottery. Maybe we can even like make this the audience participation episode, and it could be a big episode. What if we do a weekly lottery where everyone wants to compete, buys a ticket, and proceeds? And the proceeds are used as prize money for the winner. So maybe like everyone starts putting in a ticket is X amount of money. Then maybe we do like a wheel spin or some kind of way to pick a winner. So if it's like 500 is collected as the top prize, the ticket holders then get to compete against each other in a game to see who gets to go for the Moon or Dust. If the contestant doesn't win all the cash, it's then rolled over to the next week. So essentially, like let's say the prize is 500. Whoever wins, 500 would be the top prize. They compete. Let's say they win 100. Then the 400 that's left in that wallet will roll over to the next week, and then we can continue to sell tickets and everything and potentially just keep building up the prize. And of course, someone can win it all, or it just continues to build. Not a bad idea at all.
Yeah, I like it.
It's a really good idea. Let us know. Is anyone interested in that? Do you guys want to buy tickets, and we can create a potential huge thing? We just got to figure out for the people that get tickets how we're going to select the person that plays that week. Again, if someone buys 15 tickets, I mean, I guess technically we could have a wheel with like 100 names on it. I guess I don't know. We could do a duck race.
Yeah, you can do that.
We can do a multitude of different things, but I mean, I like it. I didn't even think about that, but again, it kind of takes the pressure off us while we're growing this, while we're getting revenue, but then it also amps up that prize pool. Potentially can reach into the thousands and thousands depending on, what the contestant wins each week. So, I mean, good idea. Very good idea.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, shout out to Long Fox catchphrase. Hell yeah, I used to love that. I've always thought, you know what? I don't want to say this idea because someone will do it. And maybe we should do it. Okay, hold on that. Let me think more about that before I blurt that out. But it would be something like catchphrase. Fuck it, I'll just say it. Be like catchphrase, but instead it'd be memes, which would be more in tune. So you'd have to like guess the meme or something, something like that. But that might be a fun idea for something along those lines. Yeah, nice. That needs to be explained on paper for the streamers, maybe on Lunar Pump or the website.
What's that?
I think he's talking about what I was saying about like every 26 wallets you see on screen are not actual physical like wallets with their own wallet addresses that live on the chain and hold that amount of money. Like it's not connected in that way to the blockchain. Like it's a simulated thing, and then whatever wallet they get, that money is sent to them. It's not like there's 26 wallets, like real wallets.
Yeah,
I think that's what he's talking about. If that's what you're talking about, Tazi, just let me know. I believe that's what you're saying. And yeah, I agree. Yeah, we should probably put that maybe somewhere on the website so people understand exactly like how it functions. But yeah, it's pretty pricey. I mean, yeah, I mean that would really up the stakes though. Like if you're doing what Sean was talking about there, I think. Did you say it was Tezzy that sent you that idea?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a great idea. Maybe after
Yeah.
this episode, I'll start getting something together about how we can do it, how many, or maybe we can talk in chat, see how much the tickets are. Maybe, I mean, a duck race would be the easiest thing to do. Maybe do like $10 a ticket, $20, whatever. Let us know in the chat. What should the ticket cost? For the first week, especially, we'll put up the first 100. If, like, let's say we want to do it next Tuesday, we can put up the first 100 and then, build a pot from there.
And then, so the suggestion is that instead of doing like the shorter games, we do like a full game.
We do a full
for the
game.
audience edition based on the wheel.
But the audience still wants to be present because the audience technically should be rooting against the person playing, because the less he wins, the bigger the pot will be for next week with that pot and then the additional ticket buys, because every week you have to buy a ticket. So we send it over, you buy a ticket, you get a chance to play. So the audience engagement should definitely still be there, because the only person that should want to win big is the actual person playing. Everyone else should be like, boo, $0 Dust Wallet. Like, it'd be, I think that'd be fun. We're giving it a try, I think. Well, I mean, what does everyone think?
I agree. I like it. And also, go ahead.
I was gonna say, let us know in the chat, how much should we sell tickets for? How many? Well, we can sell infinite amount of tickets, but how much should we sell them for? Should we keep it cheap, like $10, so everyone gets like let us know. Like, the we have a huge community growing for this. It's exciting. You guys are awesome. Like, let us know what you want to do as far as the price of the tickets and all that goes.
Yeah, and I think too as well what we could do, because we're going to do this anyway, but we add some of that pot to like a wheel spin that we do at the end of every show, just for everybody that's in chat as well. We'll have a percentage of that goes to that as well, right? And that can up.
Yep.
So that will grow as well. Like if we go for a percentage instead of a number for that.
I mean, we can have a certain amount reserved for that. We can also do like, let's say the prize is $2,000. Let's say we got up to 2,000. We can do the winner gets, so two ways. Either we can keep the pot growing week by week, or we can do something like the pot's 2,000, the winner wins 500, 1,500 buys and burns Moon or Dust. We can do something like that, or would everyone rather see the pot grow every week? Like I said, up to you guys.
Yeah, or even a bit of both. Maybe 500 for the winner, 500 to buy and burn, and 1,000 then goes to next week, or like if that was a $2,000.
Mustafa's not wrong. We can do a tax. We can do like a 10% or 20% tax on the tickets. Great idea to keep the funds running, because again, everything we're doing here costs a lot of money. Like, this is not cheap. That's why we couldn't just, like, because Merc got 0, we couldn't just do $1,000 buy and burn, because last week the winner won 820. So again, we kind of needed to offset right now, because we can't use all of our funds on Moon or Dust game. So good idea, very good idea. I like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's a definite thing to feedback the system.
Let me know in chat. Do we want to keep it rolling to a weekly prize, or do we want to do like a weekly buy and burn with the leftovers, assuming they don't win the moon? Let us know.
Or both.
Well, let's think about how will we do both.
Well, if you have if you put it to a percentage, so like if you won 2,000, right? If 2,000 was in the pot, right?
Do 50% buy and burn, 50% rolls over, something like that.
Or like we'll say whoever's playing 500 will go to the top wallet, and then 500 would go to buy and burn, or 1,000, and then the remainder would go like roll over to the next week to add to all the tickets that get bought the coming week. Something like that. You could divide it up like that.
I think
and
a
percentage
would be cool.
toward the final wheel as well. Then like you have a percentage or something that goes to the final wheel, for everybody in the chat that week or that show.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I like that.
Split it up a little bit like that.
Best
get
of both
the best
worlds.
of everything.
Like
get the best of everything. Fuck it.
I'm not looking at the chat in Telegram, but I'm not sure if people are coming up with ideas.
I'm checking Taz, sorry, go ahead.
Taz, that's an awesome idea. That can amp up the excitement on Tuesday, because it could technically be the biggest payout. Because of what it is. Mustafa, great idea. Take a little tax for Moon of Dust in the Infinaeon ecosystem. I like that. The only question is how much do we want to pay per ticket? Since us as a community are going to be buying it, like I said, let us know. Taz, what are your thoughts? You came up with the idea, Mustafa. What are your thoughts? Titan, Adam, all you guys that are always here. What's your thoughts on what a ticket should cost?
Jim Picker likes the both option.
Yeah, I think the both options is the way to go. I think that's the route to go. We just got to figure out exactly what percent. Maybe we can do 50% rollover, 10% final wheel spin, 40% buy and burn. Like we can figure that out.
Tease it out and figure it out. And obviously, like Mustafa said, coming back into the ecosystem, then fees on the tickets, transaction fee, or whatever you want to say, tax on the tickets for overheads.
Yeah, I like it.
Great idea. I'm on Lunar Poop. Yeah, it's all good what Mr. Pixel said. All right. Yes. Thanks, Taz. I just did see your answer there too. I'm looking at Lunar Pump here as well. Maybe a website section on how streamers can benefit from using Lunar Pump. Unless it's written down, none of us are going to remember that, and it's good selling point on the platform, in my opinion. So that is definitely something that we want to kind of reiterate a lot, is that how it benefits the streamers. And again, we'll do a big push on that too once we're able to open it up to any streamer without having to have a token attached. I think we'll do a big push on that too, but absolutely, even people that do want to have tokens, we want to get that on there. So Adam, if you're watching this, take note, the documentation or whatever, if there's somewhere we want to put that in, and for the Moon or Dust website obviously as well, if whatever that is going to be, let's prepare for it, get it ready to rock. I'd buy a ticket every week. Yes, you would, Tazzy. I'd buy tickets, $4.2 ticket. $4.2.
Question is how much are we charging per ticket? That's the question.
Drew is saying $4.2.
$4.20.
Yeah. A weekly buy and burn would be bullish. Yes, Josh, absolutely, brother. Keep it rolling. Whoever you are, sir. Let me refresh now to make sure that it's not lagging on me. Okay, yeah, whoever this is, G, keep it rolling. I don't know if you haven't set up your account yet, just go up to the top right here, go to see profile and follow the instructions and set up your account, get your thing in there. Same you, that's my cousin right there, Long Fox. Hey, go get your PFP on, bro. Don't be embarrassing yourself. But yeah, set up your account over there, guys. Head on over, get ready for next week's show. And hey, tell people about it. If you know people that are looking to launch tokens, come over here. You launch on here. I mean, we got tons of videos out about all the extra beneficial features you have here with us. Even the ICO feature, you can do standard launch, whatever you want. A lot more control over your launch. Or if you can just, like I said, do a standard like pump fund style launch. But hey, you got the streaming connection over here. You got the tipping. You got the rewarding. On this end as well, along with a beautiful platform with a lovely terminal right there, chart, readout, comment section down here. It's a beautiful thing, guys. So tell the friends, tell anybody in the meme space, tell the DJs, give it a try, test it out. We're constantly improving that platform as well as the game show, and it's all coming back into service the ecosystem, service the people that are using it. I would not burn, because there is no true burn mechanism in the entire crypto space that actually lowers the circulation supply, because all burn addresses and dead wallets are all part of the circulation supply. Fields 3259.
I mean, but when you send it to when you send it to the incinerator or whatever it's called, I mean, it's still tokens that can never be sold, though. Isn't that kind of benefit, or am I misthinking about that?
I mean, that was what I thought I understood was the case, but
I'm not sure if the circulating supply or not changes, but again, it's still dollars in the LP that can't be taken out by those tokens.
Right. Yeah, I'm no expert on the incineration of tokens. Certainly not. I have my lane. Getting rogued in crypto. Not kidding.
Yeah. That's everyone's lane.
Yeah, right. True. Yeah, he agrees with you, Sean. That is true.
Yeah, it's just that's what I like about it is again, that's money into the LP that can never be sold by the person that bought the tokens.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah,
But yeah, guys, like it. Like I said, the only thing we'll structure it out. We just need to know how much we want per token.
yeah, we're gonna be back again next week. Moon Monday, right? Moon Monday,
Moon Monday.
same
Yep.
time, same bat
I
channel.
think too, kind of like everyone was talking about kind of doing it on Spaces, but we can do it here too as well. Everyone Monday, prep a tweet. Everyone listen and prep a tweet, and we can share out the tweets on the live. Blast them everywhere. We can kind of like tweet, comment together. I think that'd be kind of fun to really amp up engagement on all the tweets. We kind of do it as like a community.
Yes, absolutely. And soon
So,
as
yeah.
well, as we roll this out too, there's going to be criteria that's expected of projects that do come on. Like as we said, it's just a soft launch. People are hesitant, but the more we do it, the more clips we have out there, the more credibility we gain. That's not going to be an issue, and people are going to want to do it. No problem. It's not that they didn't want to do it, but it can just be like when there's a token involved, people can be hesitant. They can be iffy about that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So it's in our best interest to approach it from that perspective and understand that,
Yeah, 100%.
But moving forward, obviously, like there will be criteria laid out that projects coming on to play, they have to like interact, engage with the comment from their main accounts and this and that, so all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we did have someone over there who we don't know who the person is, but Tazzy has highlighted them. Someone on Lunar Pump, why not make that tickets can be bought with mod only? Makes the token as a utility, or that is what you're talking about already? Yes.
Well, hold on. Well,
I like the idea of it.
There's a problem with that, though. Well, yes and no. So the person playing, which again, this would work as well. So the person playing would therefore be playing for mod tokens. You get what I'm saying? So
yes,
like
they would have to be.
Soul.
Yeah,
we collect soul.
Right.
Yeah, we collect soul. If we charge soul per ticket, then
the person that one could
soul.
go and buy mod with it. They have the option.
Now, if we collect soul as tickets, that's fine. But then the person will be playing for mod tokens. So I mean, that's fine too. If I mean, we can put up a vote. I'll write it down. We can vote on mod or soul tokens. We'll put up a poll, and then we'll do like, I don't know what, like 4.2, 5, like 8 and 10 or something, and we can vote on the price per ticket. But yeah, I mean, what do you guys want to do? You guys want to play for mod tokens? You guys want to play for Solana? If we play for Solana, that'll probably invite more outside people in. Potentially, maybe.
Yes,
I don't know.
I agree. Tazzy was saying that there too. He said, you may not appeal to outsiders, and that's what we were trying to get to come over. And yeah. Gem Picker as well. He said in the Moon or Dust chat, it's better to collect Sol because otherwise people will dump the tokens, and that is, what will happen. At least if they get the Sol, they'll be under immense pressure to go and buy the token from the community if they do win it. You know what I mean? So yeah, we do need more outside people. And
that's true. That's the kind of the point to it too, is to get outside people. Now, again, for a lot of people listening, the mod token is great because everyone here wants it. But yeah, we want to be inclusive, which is, that's true.
And again, just to put this out there too, and this would be kind of, maybe we could do an every other week thing or a once a month thing or whatever it would be, but the format that we do have at the moment, the idea of behind that was to be like uber inclusive, right? So the idea was that you didn't have to buy tickets, you didn't have to do anything. All you had to do was just show up in chat on the day, type in Moon or Dust, and be active, and you could be just randomly selected. Like, while yes, of course, I love the wheel idea, I love the idea of everybody buying in, but there is certain barriers to entry for people, because now, like, that's another couple of things that they got to go and do now. Now they got to buy tickets, right? So whereas the other one was just totally open. So maybe we
kick things off with a quick. We kick things off with a $100 game that we fund open to everyone like we normally do, and then we move on to the big game.
Yeah, we could do
You know what
that.
I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like we don't want to lose that because, again, it just opens it up to everybody, anybody, no barrier, just being live in the chat. And again, that's what we want. We want the viewers. So,
Yeah. That's what we'll do. You have to get there early. You have to be active in the chat. We'll run our first game, which is the normal $100 game that we always do. No barrier of entry, and then we can move on to the big ticket game. Now, of course, for the projects, Wednesday and Thursdays, we will never make them pay. That the whole point is to get their communities in here.
Yes. And the thing is, we need the viewers because what the viewers gives us the sponsorship opportunities, which we need. To be able to keep this thing going, obviously, because I'm sure everybody understands, like, there's a lot of work goes on behind the scenes, like, to run this thing, produce this thing, like, every week, develop it out. It takes a lot. So we need sponsorship coming in for many reasons, and again, that'll have massive benefits too for the actual token itself, as well as advertising or whatever else needs to be done. So but yeah, I mean, it's looking really good right now anyway, everybody, and shout out to the community as well that have been pushing hard out there, getting it out. All you guys, you've been killing it. Great to see the passion in the Telegram channel as well. If you're not familiar, go over to the Telegram channel. Of course, go to moon-or-dust.com if you want to go and .fun, sorry, moon-or-dust.fun. There it is. If you want to go and check out the website, get involved, find your way to the Telegram, the X accounts, what we're doing. You can always just pick up yourself a bag of it, and $10, $20, you might turn it into something. Super early days yet, so big pushes coming. More shows equals more credibility, more audience members, and more growth ultimately. So that's the play, lads. That's the play. Let's do it.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm excited though. It's getting funner and funner. And again, of course, it's even more. It's even easier to get behind it when we've had this response to it. Like, usually things take like so much time to work out, and a lot of times they never work out. Well, this is not like anything we've ever done. It's all working out perfectly. Like, in my opinion, it's only a matter of time before this explodes everywhere. The show, and by extension, the token.
Just gotta keep pushing, and of course, like we said, the number one thing every token really needs, if that's what you're in, that's what you're in this about, if that's what you're in this for, to do with the token, it's going to do its thing, and grabbing it, if that's what you're in, push it out. The community, you need a community behind it. That's what's going to make the difference for any meme token. Doesn't even matter if there's a game show attached or not. Community needs to push it, and again, like, that's the beauty of Moon or Dust, is you don't even have to hard shill the token. You can just invite communities to go and sign up to participate on the show, and tell them how to get involved, because it's great exposure for them, right? And the more numbers we get, the better the exposure, the better that looks, the easier it's going to get to people to come on. So, and again, it stops you from having to hard shill a coin in other projects or anything like that. It's like more of a collaboration thing, Yep.
And I always say this, and people have probably heard me say this before, but I always like to lift up the curtain a little bit and explain to people how things work behind the scenes. And I mean, when a token moves, there's a couple of things. Obviously, you have your Doge coins of the world and your tokens like that just exploded. Again, community. Nowadays, when you do see a token exploding, the most common thing is again, it's crypto is a lot of smoke and mirrors. It's someone that does it for a living. They launch token after token after token. They have a lot of times they'll have 6 figures worth of funds to back it. They'll launch it. They'll start a market maker, which will start creating volume. They'll also, with that market maker, create wallets. So it looks like the holder count is growing and growing and growing, even though it's really not. It's actually just a market maker buying from wallets and keeping a certain amount in its account as a wallet, all that fun stuff. And then, they will get some of your bigger YouTubers and your bigger promotions. And what they're doing is they're creating an environment that looks like it's crushing it to invite your average retail holder into it to start spending money. And then they just dump all over it. Then they rinse and repeat. So they make it look, synthetic, and then they destroy you and they move on to the next, and they just do it over and over, probably to the point of, I know developers that have made millions of dollars doing that. Or you have to have a really big community that gets there and they like and they retweet hundreds, 200, 300 likes and retweets. That's the other way to do it. You have to have a strong community. So you either have to have the developer that's putting hundreds of thousands into it, but remember, he's not out to help you. He's out to dump his bag and he's out to make money and move on to the next. Or we do this, get behind it, and we grow this thing organically, which has been awesome so far. And we just all keep pushing together. And this I think has the legs. And another thing too is, Merck's kind of like a part of the team, and he loved the idea and got into it, but he hadn't really gotten around to watching it. He's got multiple kids, he's busy. And then after he played it, his excitement level for it went from like right here to like right here. Like it instantly shot up. So once people experience it, they're like, holy shit, this is like something, no one is doing. So it's just a matter of keep getting those eyes on it, because this has the potential to be one of those actual organic $1 million runners, not the dev pumping it, nothing like that. An actual organic $1 million runner for sure.
Adam was just weighing in on that there as well. Having the
Mhm.
wallets on chain would open up such possible security issues due to everything on chain being visible.
That's what Merck was saying. If we kept it, if it was completely on chain, people would be able to figure out what's in what wallet.
Yeah.
Now, I believe we did say there might be a day sooner than later. Maybe just kind of depends that we kind of open up the code so everyone can see. But if we do that, people can then copy us, right?
Well, yeah, you have to be very selective about it. Like, it'd have to be redacted to some way, shape, or form if we were to do that. But like, it's legit as fuck. There's no one.
Oh yeah, it's legit. We have no idea what's behind those wallets at all.
Yeah, we gotta set up the crypto game show oversight committee here, so we can go and then we can it would be like giving your certification for a legit code, but they'd have to sign an NDA to look at it, and then they could certify it. I don't even know if something like that exists.
Yeah.
It should.
No, you might be able to get like a certic or an
Like
audit
our own
company
police
or something.
force.
Yeah, you could probably get like a certic type company or something to put their stamp on
legitimize
the
code. Yeah.
That might be something that we could look into doing, like a trusted, like a Shore DeFi who have a good relationship with.
Correct. Yeah.
To put their stamp. We looked at the code. It is in fact randomized, like they state, and just have that extra stamp on there is probably not a bad idea.
Yeah, I think if we can do something like that, that would definitely add more confidence in it, showing it's not real. Yeah. But I mean, hey, look at the first 2 weeks. Someone walked away at $820 and someone walked away with fucking big fat dust wallet. So yeah, it's pretty.
But yeah, I definitely don't want anyone being able to we put so much work into this. I don't want someone just stealing our code and trying to go rip us off. And then they have a bigger platform than us, and then they end up exploding. Like that would piss me off.
Yeah, no, we're not going to open up the code for sure. That's definitely not going to happen. But I think that's what Shaun was alluding to, like having like a certification there of somebody that would have are legally bound.
Yeah, like an assured DeFi,
like an assured DeFi kind of thing. Yeah, 100%.
To put their stamp of approval on it. So we open up the code to them. We can sign a little NDA with them, open up the code to them, and let them verify it. Yep, that would probably be the route to go. I mean, like I said, someone else is capable of building this, but if they're going to do it, they're going to have to put in the work to do it. We're not just going to. I don't want them to just be able to take it from us.
No, and that's the thing. And something like this too, like it takes a minute to get this right. And like again, when you're fine tuning your AI.
Well, everyone watched us test it, so 100%. They know. Like it was a process.
Yeah, it was, and it's and we got it now, right? This is no people can't technically copy.
It's working smooth.
Our moon or dust, right? Technically, we have viable proof that that's usually a lot of the time how copyright goes, is that we have proof that we were building it, clearly. So if you can show that one did not exist before we built it live, and now it exists. So nobody can kind of really infringe on that. If there was ever it's all there to show, and we would hold it, even if somebody else tried to go off and copyright this or that. Exactly what we've built here, people can't really rip it off as such. I mean, they can try, but it wouldn't be a good move. Like it would open up the door for that kind of stuff, right? For the intellectual property of it, I guess what we're saying. So, we're going to keep it under lock and key. We just got everything done. We got 2-factor authentication as well now for everything, every access point, like to get into it. So it's on lock. Let's say.
Yeah, and we never broadcast the URL for anyone to even know where to go, right? To find it.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So it's and again,
it's not moonerdust.com. Put it that way.
Yeah, no. And we don't even know what's in anything when we're doing it, So, but yeah, I think that'd be a good thing. Stamp of approval, and allowing that, that transparency on that level to assure people that it ain't rigged. Here's how it works.
I mean, because there will be big winners. So everyone will in fact see it's not rigged. Which, like I said, week 1 they had a big winner.
Yeah, and this is something that we're absolutely, as we grow, we're absolutely going to come up against this. People are going to say, how do we know that it's legit? How do we know that you're not deciding who wins what on the back end? That's going to happen. Yep. So we need to definitely do something in order to alleviate that issue. And it's just a matter of time. If you're talking about, like we said, you're going up to big prize money, that's coming. That's inevitable, in my opinion. So, and what do all the casinos do? Like the online casinos, they obviously have somebody comes in and.
They probably do nothing. People are just people just don't get. They just trust it or whatever. Even though we all know that casinos are rigged to a certain extent, for sure. I'm not the biggest casino guy, but I know those machines aren't completely random, right? Again, I'm sure Joe may know. Stereotyping Joe, he's the casino guy. Matt would definitely know.
Matt would know. He probably programs machines.
But yeah, I know it's not completely random. I know each machine probably only pays out so much, or I'm not sure exactly how it works. I'm not the biggest casino guy, but I guarantee you it's not. The house has the edge. I'm pretty positive.
House always wins.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Or else they wouldn't be in business.
All right, we got any more questions here, guys? I think we're at about our hour mark. Who we got? And a couple of anonymous people. Set up your accounts, darn it, whoever you are. Certification wouldn't mean much because it's not on the chain, so the devs would still be able to change it quickly. Just saying.
That's a fair point too. But you're not wrong.
Yeah. Hold on there one moment.
But yeah, guys, that's a fair point. Bring up the chat.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know. Maybe there is ways around it. Yeah, there would have to be something. I don't know if it even exists, but we'll have to look into it anyway. If anybody's got any suggestions, let us know. That was the first thing I could think of.
Yeah, it's the first thing that came to my mind too.
But yeah, what else we got? Casinos just forward you to the provider. They don't have the codes. Yeah, all right. Yeah, well, we'll have to look into it, guys. See what we can do. But for right now, yeah, it's gonna have to be trust me, bro. Until we do that, but until we figure out. But there's got to be a way.
But yeah, you got to remember, especially so far into the community edition, no one's giving us money to play this game. We're fronting it. So, we're in no way, shape, or form stealing someone's money. Like, as far as the game is concerned.
Exactly.
Like, it's not like, it's collecting monies from the community that play, and then we just we dust them and we keep the money. Like, even with the community, if we collect money, it's not going to be us keeping the money. It's going to be rolling in or going straight to the token. So in no way, shape, or form is the money ever coming back to us that are played in the game.
Yeah, and the gym picker is making a good point. And I can just kind of saying this because
that's true.
It's like in crypto.
Yeah. Who's to say Deal or No Deal doesn't do that live on TV? You're right. That's a completely fair point. I wasn't even thinking about it.
Yeah, he's saying regular game shows don't have that scrutiny, so people just have to deal with it. We don't want people copying.
It's the world of crypto. That's where everyone's mind goes. To where when you're watching like Deal or No Deal on TV or Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you don't ever think that. But when you're dealing with crypto, everyone's automatic assumption is scam with literally
You're
everything.
rigging it. You're rigging it. You're trying to steal my money because everyone's trying to steal your fucking money in crypto. That's why. So like,
True.
I get it, I get it, but again, it is a fair point. Regular game shows don't have to deal with that level of scrutiny, as far as I'm aware of, unless there's some fucking regular game show association.
Yeah, I mean, they may have some. I don't know, whoever governs the. I know there are people that govern television, so maybe they.
I'm
do.
sure.
I don't know.
I'm sure the mafia were fucking running that shit and betting on it, and like they probably controlled that whole fucking industry, if you ask me. But
They control the NBA too. All the rest of
yeah,
the
right,
NBA
yeah.
yesterday.
Dude, that
Which
was
again,
wild.
who couldn't see that coming? But yeah,
They showed clips of basketball players passing the ball, like going like, oh, and then falling over. It's like, what the hell?
the first play was, God, why can I not remember his name? It was the Cavaliers. The guy on LeBron's team, made that crazy pass to like the other team, it was like the craziest thing ever. It's like the biggest brain fart ever. And it's like, think about stuff like that. Like, okay, well, was
and
that
they're paid millions of
now
dollars.
I'm thinking about it.
They're paid millions to do that, which is
Dude,
crazy.
like,
Someone made a good point. Terry
Go
Rozier, however you say his name, was on like a 4-year, $90 million contract. Like, how much money was he making in this scheme that offset a 4-year, $90 million contract? Like, how much money does one need?
Right,
the greed is crazy.
The long fox there said J.R. Smith. Is that what you're talking about?
Was it J.R. Smith? It was years ago.
That's what
It was when obviously LeBron played for the Celtics, and it was that crazy pass, like that cost him the game, and everyone, was like, "What was going on?" And who knows? I mean, during that time, they would have.
A bet was going on.
Yeah, and that's the thing, dude. Oh, you're not making enough fucking money already, dude. You got
he was on there. He had like a $90 million contract. Like, how much were these guys paying you that made it worth the illegalness of it? To offset the fact that you were making $90 million guaranteed too. Most of these basketball contracts are pretty much guaranteed. Like, you were making $90 million over 4 years. Like, how much were these guys paying you?
And that's the thing, dude.
Insane.
You do it one time, they got your claws in you. Then you're in. There ain't no getting out.
He could have did it when he was making like the league minimum or something. Yeah, true. And then once he was in, he was in.
Yeah. It's like we know we got the dirt on you now, bro. Better keep it up. Titan just weighing in here. I'll give him a shout. So I'm barely watching Infinaeon Friday. LOL. So bullish. So far, in what I'm hearing, mod is going to fly. I think $10 a ticket would be sweet, but would rather play for Sol.
Yeah, I think Sol is the way to go. Because again, let's be inclusive. We all want to bring people into Moon or Dust. So people on the outside will be excited about Solana. They won't be excited about Moon or Dust. Now, once they get in, that their mind can very much change about the excitement, but I think that's the route to go. So then the only real question is how much per ticket. Maybe let's put in a poll, like, someone did say $4.2. Maybe do like $5 and maybe do like $10.
Yeah.
Let's Adam, if you're around, why don't you put up a poll in the chat and we can vote on it.
Yeah, and we can figure out how that can run. We can maybe just get everybody in a wheel or something like that, and we can set up a little portal. We can set up a little portal, like, where people can go in and kind of automate all of this, so that it's not a massive pain in our ass to like manage it.
Wait, what do you mean manage?
Well, like, just all the people that submit, all the people that pay the money, and then they would all have to go into a wheel or something, right? Yeah. And then is that kind of
I don't mind handling the funds. I don't mind creating a wallet. You would have to DM me your transaction hash to get a ticket. But if we go that route, $10 will make a ticket more expensive. So that'll cut literally in half the amount of stuff I have to track.
I'm thinking we just automate it directly, like within the website itself, on the Moon or Dust website, where people can sign up for that audience participation game through that.
How do we collect the funds?
Well, we can have a wallet there where they can just, send the money or something over there.
But can we automate the tracking, or do I have to manually track?
I think we could it could literally be like a portal, a form they would fill out, and then we could automatically. I'm sure Adam could set that up where it automatically track the person, how many entries they've bought, depending on how much they paid, and that kind of thing, and maybe automate that transaction. It mightn't be too bad. We'll discuss it after, but I think that, like, the easier we can do it, that isn't a drain on our resources, is like having to like manually do a lot of this stuff. Like, the more automated we can make it, the better, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Cool. But
but
yeah,
I'm
we just
sure.
need to figure out price per ticket, and then we can try to get it moving for next week's episode.
There used to be a game show on TV that would show all the prizes on screen, then live randomize it. They would all shuffle all over, then go blank. Could you do something like that? Yes. And then what was it? You had to get the matcher, and if you got the matcher, if you got like there was 2 of each, I think, right? And then you'd have to pick one square and the other number square, and if they matched, you would get that amount or something like that. I got to look into that. But yeah, I do remember that. What was that? You remember that, boys?
I don't remember that one.
It was basically just a match game. So instead, like, there could be a $1 and a $1, right? There's 2 of them. They get shuffled around. I don't know how many squares, 26 squares, and then there's 2 of each amount. But I don't know exactly what the game flow is. But I do know I am aware of it. I'll have to look into that. That is a good one. That I don't think that would be, I don't think that would be too difficult to actually create, to be honest, given what we've done. I mean, Moon or Dust do that. Like, when we were doing that, we were like, damn, there's actually a lot more in this than we had thought when we were building it out. That was the first one we've ever built. So,
yep. And as far as crypto goes, I mean, it's about it. No, there's nothing else in the crypto market like this. Nothing.
No. Not that I'm aware. I mean, I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard it. Nothing's broken through anyway.
No.
That I've seen, so I'm sure we would have heard about it if it had. Yes, Rose, it is a job to manually having to track wallets, but I think we shouldn't have an issue. I think we should be able to automate all of this pretty relatively easily. But yeah, we'll talk to Adam in the background there and see if we can get it. We might have to sub in Strixie for a little bit of or a little bit of smart contract work, but it shouldn't be anything too crazy. All right, we've been running for an hour and 20 minutes, guys. See, that's great. I love the old hangout sessions. Look at Joe there, puffing the vape, chilling.
Yeah,
That's what it's all about. But yeah, I don't see any more questions or anything from anybody at the moment, unless you guys got anything. We got more work. Let people get back to their weekends. Get ready for Moon Monday next week.
Yeah, let's have another great weekend. I mean, I know last weekend, of course, we had just launched, so the excitement was definitely there. But yeah, let's all stay active. Let's hopefully keep that market cap up and just keep rocking and rolling, guys, because this truly does have the spark to absolutely explode.
Yeah, and a lot of improvements coming to the software now as well for next week's shows. So be ready for that. And again, all the clips are going out, guys. Anybody that's watching, anybody that is driving to push this thing with us, part of the community, holding a bag or not, whatever, holding Infinion or not, whatever it is, you're just part of this roller coaster ride with us. This is the one. Push those clips. Push them hard. Push them everywhere. They're nice and short. People can watch them. It's a great idea. People get a great feel for the show, what it is. And we will be picking up our TikTok and our Instagram verticals now as well this coming week. And we got X ads coming that are going to be rolling out. And we get all this stuff integrated that we talked about today. And so be active in the chat, guys. And, let's fucking do this thing.
And say one more thing about Moon or Dust. Remember, it's not financial advice, just giving you my opinion. But I honestly thought like 1 to 125 was our floor until last week. And then that dump happened kind of like all in one day. What I think that was the people hanging around. They probably got in on Lunar Pump. They were in profit big time, and they were waiting around, probably watching the chart like a hawk, seeing if it just happened to like explode, just holding out for a week, waiting to see if it like exploded into the millions. And, they gave it 5-6 days, and then they went ahead and took their profits. So I want to say the people that are in now, this is our floor. We're the ones willing to hold it and move forward. That's my thought on, just from my experience of dealing with tokens. That was the last little bit of people that were just waiting just to see if, it would do that 500K market cap jump, 600K, and just waiting to hold out. It didn't, so they bounced. So yeah, we've been holding steady for a few days now. I think we're feeling good.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's an accurate assessment. It seems like, a lot of people will say, "Oh, I'll hold here just for a minute," and then, if it's not popping, they're like, "Okay, I'm just going to go over."
Yep.
I
Yep,
rolled
they
the dice
waited.
over here or whatever.
Yep, they waited longer than your 24-hour or less than 24-hour people that were in profit, but they weren't willing to hold and push forever. They were just holding out just long enough just to make sure they didn't miss out on anything.
Yeah, and that's good because they're going to strengthen our floor overall. It's allowing everybody to get in here and on some really good prices. So, Mustafa,
Yeah.
I have a suggestion for the future to open the option for other parties to host the game. Of course, they would fund the prizes. They could open a host account and do so. So that is something that we actually talked about a little bit to Mustafa, that we would have built within Lunar Pump for any streamer. We would have a selection of games that they would be able to anybody could utilize. One of the first ones was just going to be something simple where it would be a lock and load wheel spin, which would have its own wallet basically. And once it goes in and kind of locks it until the winner comes on, then it would auto send it to that person. And it automatically takes all the names of the people that are live in the chat at that moment in time and their wallets and stuff like that. So that was one of the first things that we thought, that could be relatively easy to implement, and you offer that to everybody. So even a game like what Crypto Knight was suggesting, that could be another game that we just have that anybody can use and play. So it would be like on the Moon or Dust website where people, yes, if you like, you would probably log in with your wallet. That would be the main account of the token that you're representing or whatever. And then that would give you access then to like load up these games that we would add over time. Obviously, we won't be adding Moon or Dust, but there's other games that we do have in the arsenal that we're thinking of adding that all community members, any streamer can use. So yeah, what's his name? And for that, we can enforce a tax for the prize. Yes, there would definitely be like transactional fees, and that's the kind of thing that you can, if you'll eventually have games and game packages where it's like, hey, 99 cent for the wheel, right? $1.99 for whatever this game is, the matching squares game, whatever it is, right? That kind of stuff. And that again coming back into the ecosystem and things like that. So yeah, solid idea, Mustafa. We have thought about it and trashed it out a little bit. But again, one step at a time, but solid. That is somewhere we're all on the same page. I think we can all agree.
Yep. But yeah, that's it.
Alrighty.
Go ahead and get Joe to take us out.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, comment down below. Hit the follow button if you're listening on Twitter, checking us out as well. I'm Screwgo Joe, DeFi Shaun, Mr. Pixels. See you guys on the moon.
Imagine being able to tip your favorite live streamer with crypto, and every tip went straight into their wallet in real time. Now imagine they could also return the favor. Streamers can now highlight participants, run games and competitions, and reward their audience in real time, live in chat. Tip live, get rewarded instantly. Only on Lunar Pump. Visit lunarpump.fun. Live streaming has truly gone Web3.